So one of my students asked, how do I get this smooth transition between the dark and the light? So I thought I'd record this because I'm sure many of you have the same question. See, the trick is, don't think of the dark and the light as two separate areas. Consider it to be a gradient which gradually is turning from dark to mid to light. So in this case, first I'm building my dark value. Then instead of stopping, I'm just easing off my pencil pressure little by little as I'm going towards my lighter tone. That's what creates a soft transition. You're not blending two patches together, you're slowly moving from one value to the other value. Now there's one more thing I want you to notice before I start shading. I may draw an outline just to keep the shape neat, but that outline is never meant to stay visible. In realism, we don't actually see outlines. If you see around you, you never see anything being outlined. So as I shade, I make sure that outline becomes a part of the value. It should blend so well into the shading that you don't feel it's an outline anymore. It should simply look like another shade in the drawing. And because this is a scrunchie which is made up of fabric, notice how soft most of the edges are. I'm not outlining every fold, I'm letting one value gently flowing into the next value. Only in few places where one fold overlaps another do I keep the edge a little sharper. That's enough to define the form without making the fabric look stiff. So if you're struggling with smooth shading, don't think about blending more. Instead, ask yourself, have I created enough in between values? And has my outline disappeared into the shading? These two things usually make all the difference. Give this a try in your next drawing and you'll immediately notice how much softer and more realistic your work starts to look. That's it for today's tip. I hope this helps you understand the why behind the technique, and because once you understand the why, drawing becomes much easier. If there are any topic you'd like me to explain like this, just drop them in the group. I'll be happy to make more short videos because if one person has a doubt, chances are many other have the same one. Until then, keep observing, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next tip.